Benjamin Hylden is an inspirational speaker, the author of Finding Faith in the Field, and the founder of Purified Clothing. Speaking has impacted and transformed the lives of thousands, and his book has won multiple awards. Honorable mention in the grief hardship genre in the 2016 Reader's Favorite International Book Awards. Lamplighter honor in the 2017 Triple Crown Book Awards. Along with the book awards, he was a finalist for the grand prize in the 2018 Top Shelf Book Awards, received a 5-star rating from Reader's Favorite in 2016, and the story was featured on the TV show The 700 Club in 2015. Benjamin won a radio contest in the spring of 2018 called March Madness, which was put on by radio host, actor, and former producer of The Howard Stern Show, Casey Armstrong. He was the founder of WMAP Radio out of New York City. In the contest, listeners voted for who they think is the most inspirational person with the most impactful story out of 64 contestants. Here's a quote by Casey Armstrong about Ben. Ben Hylden is everything, amazing. He is thoughtful, honest, inspirational, and a credit to his family name and to the state of North Dakota. If you want to see why more than 50,000 people voted for him as the world's most amazing person of 2018, read Finding Faith in the Field. And just recently, Ben has begun the process of transforming his book into a movie, working with the company Universal Book Solutions. What was your inspiration going into it?
For me, it was more so about just helping people, sharing my story, sharing my own trials, and then I guess ultimately it'd be sharing the gospel. But at first, I wanted to inspire people. I wanted to help people by sharing, what I went through, and that people can relate to just my own life stories, and then that would hopefully help them and share with them that there's always hope in the world. And then after that, through my story, like I said, share the gospel of Jesus Christ. Well, I was in a car accident when I was 16 years old, and in that car accident, my whole life was shattered. Like every single, my body, my mind, my soul was shattered, and it was at my lowest times in life that I realized what's actually important. And ever since then, it's been a real journey of faith and recovery, and just finding my own self, to know why I was created, why I was saved, and just sharing the miracles also that happened in my life, to show people that miracles still do happen, and that there really is a God. And that was overall my whole inspiration, was to share about my accident. And as I started sharing it with people, it started really inspiring people, and I really wanted to share it. And I was given that idea to write a book, and that's where it came from.
Did you ever think that this book was going to be as successful as it was?
No, I honestly, when I first wrote the book, it was just, like I said, on pure inspiration. I didn't know what was going to come out of it. There was no goal at first. It was just simply, I just needed to write down my story, and I just had this urge to want to share it and see what happens. And I was hoping that maybe 50 people would actually read it, like my friends and family, that thought, okay, I need to read this book since Ben wrote it. And it turned out that when it came out, it started to sell very, very quickly, and the word spread, by just word of mouth. It was something I never expected, because it wasn't part of me. It wasn't a goal of mine, when I was a kid or growing up, that I wanted to be an author. My goals for right now is I'm working with Universal Book Solutions upon making a movie. And so right now we're making the screenplay, and we're doing the book treatment. We're pitching to movie producers in Hollywood, and so that's my short-term goal. My long-term goal is I want to use this platform, use my speaking career to to share the gospel and to share my story, and my hope is that it would expand and I'd be able to speak across the country, across the world really. So far it's mostly been in the Midwest of the United States that I've been speaking. So my long-term goal is to be speaking everywhere, to be sharing my story in churches and schools, or just anywhere really that I'm asked to go. And then that, along with that, it's simply my book. My book sales come along with speaking, and so as my book sells, come the speaking engagements, and so they go hand in hand. And for the movie, my dream would be to be a box office hit. I would love to see that actually happen. I know my story is very unique. It's something that will relate to many people, like no matter who they are, because I've been through so many different things in my life that it can relate to a multitude of people. My book, Find Faith in the Field, is being sold on Amazon and at Barnes & Noble and on iTunes, and also my website, benhylden.com. It's being sold at Spartan Nash grocery stores. So that's a grocery store chain that my book's being sold in.
Along this journey, who has been your main support system? And how is your experience with the Universal Book Solutions? How's that been so far?
It's been amazing, the support I've gotten from my parents especially. They have helped me so much throughout this whole process. This has been something that has been so unique and so new to me, because this was never my goal in life, was being an author or a inspirational speaker, or now making a movie. that was never a part of my plans in life. And so my parents, though, they have supported me since day one. And I would say my entire family really has supported me, and working with Universal Book Solutions has been honestly a treat. They're very, very personal. I would recommend them for any person that wants to do what I'm doing right now, because they're an awesome company. And I'll give a shout out to Alan Gardner. He's the guy who helps me with all my stuff, and he's an amazing guy, and just a guy who's always been there for me and helped me and stayed personal. It's not always about the business, but it's all, it's about both the business and being personal, and knowing that I'm still somebody, and that he's just been amazing.
Final takeaway from all this: where does hope lie for you?
Honestly, for me, it's very, very simple. For me, hope lies in Jesus Christ. That is where I always find it. I've always tried to find it in different places in life, but I've never found it anywhere except for Him. And through Him, the greatest gift that I've ever found is finding my own self, finding why I was created as a person, finding my joy, my comfort, my peace. And to me, that's the gospel. The gospel isn't something, that has to do with works, but it's about becoming yourself and finding out who you are and enjoying life. It really is living life to the very fullest, and that's where I find hope every single day.